Morning. Right, this one, I don't know it. Something about a pigeon. And it's flying over rooftops. I've got a bit of the melody, so I'll try and find it. It might take longer than it usually does. Off to cases. Yeah, tomorrow's might be late. I don't know what time we get back. Fourth house, it's all about the fourth house because we've got Cancer there as well, so that's fourth house, Cancer, Moon. So the moon at the minute is in Gemini, so I presume it will be moving into Cancer at some point, maybe today, so that could be relevant. It's 28th of January 2026, so it's the Magician again. He's been in it quite a bit, hasn't he? Which is Gemini, which is the moon at the minute. So they're talking about the moon phases. So something's going on. It's your shadow side, so communications. And depending on which way up he is, whether he's wearing a mask or not. It's Doris and Martin. It's school days, it's children, siblings, it's chemistry, it's mental ability, it's positive or negative thought patterns, it's manifesting. So everything that exists started as a thought. So what you think will happen, will happen. So keep your thoughts positive. There he is in the last pile. They keep doing that, don't they? So this must mean that we are waiting then, possibly for the moon to go into Cancer. So lies, deceit and theft then. Somebody's stolen your victory. There's Aries or Scorpio in the distance there, so not maybe a big thing. But 1 week. We've got Sagittarius, but also in this one, which we don't have normally on this card, is Leo, Scorpio and Pisces has left the building. Because there he is, he's escaped from the gallows. So, yeah, negativity, negative thought patterns, mental illness, drug addicts, especially those that deal in drugs, chemical abuse. We talked about that yesterday in the song. Unfinished business, acting in haste, repent at leisure. But the victory will come if you stick at it. There is a death, an ending or a passing, but there's lies, deceit and theft around it. So how can this bring us a victory? No other major arcans except the 14. Tony Philip. A lot of lies, deceit and theft surrounding a death, especially with siblings and children involved. Unfinished business. Victory will be yours, but do you want to win or do you want to be happy? Is the thing. So 10 weeks. An end to something physical or emotional. An end to pain. I've not stopped grieving yet. I'm not healing yet. So, a hard lesson to learn. Somebody's got a hard lesson to learn. Yeah, patience will pay off. Your ships will come in. 3 to 6 days. Yeah, somebody's running out of options, or they've had to narrow down their options. Focus on one thing at a time. There it is again. So we have all the story we need for this. Somebody acted in haste, and they are going to repent at leisure. What's done is done. Enough is enough. Stop it now. Blame, shame, overthinking, fear. Nothing to be fear but fear itself. There's words, there's negative words that others have said or you've told yourself. There's negative thoughts that you've had. Possible mental illness, like I said. One night stands. Blame, shame, yeah. Something coming between you and what you want. A confused mind, definitely. Mental illness, the elderly. Somebody healing from the grief, a heartache. Possible minor surgery. Stop. Red flags all over this. These are not your team. These are not your people. The Cancer energy is a team, teamwork, family. So some here are not working as a team for at least 3 years. There it is in its own read. So we could stop there. It's a perfectly clear message that there has been a passing. There has been lies, deceit and theft. The masks are coming off. People are playing mind games, trying to manipulate. Siblings, children, and someone stuck that cannot move on from this misery. Stuck in stormy waters. No travel across water or delays in travel across water. No communication via the internet. So very interesting, this one. It's exact and to the point. It isn't going to be instant because it's in the last pile. But those who do wrong are going to face the consequences by the look of it. Mentally, especially. Harsh words, lies, deceit and theft. Yeah. Spirit are giving us a gift though of unconditional love, a chance at a new beginning, to heal ourselves, to fill our own cup. And we must be open to that. Open to receiving the love. There's Pisces. He escaped. So love but no commitment here. It could be for a child or a sibling. Sacrifices that have been made. They are grateful for the sacrifices you've had to make. Don't give up. Proceed, but reevaluate, reassess. Intentionally or unintentionally, we are reaping the rewards for some action we took in the past. Or didn't take. And it may not be pleasant. What we must do now is take what we've learnt, the hard lessons, and don't repeat them. This is the apple tree. We don't chop it down for firewood. We just pare away the branches that no longer serve us. That could be the family tree branches. We feed the roots and we wait patiently for the next crop. So if you do the right thing now, you will receive your reward at a later date. There's the Father. 4 or 31. This is about your self-esteem, your self-respect. So shoulders back, chest out, look the world in the eye. You are protected and you will be successful. The main man in your life. Boss, the government official, the father figure, the presidents, the kings. Again, I repeat, no more dreaming, no more head in the clouds. It's time to focus. 7 months. Too many. Nostalgia, looking back on the past, possibly watching videos or looking at photographs, but this is about children or siblings. The past returns in a good way, and you stand on your own 2 feet, financially and emotionally independent, not needing anything or anyone else. But it would be nice, because this is a 9 not a 10. So this is reaching financial and emotional security by standing on your own 2 feet. Very clear message there. That was very, very clear. So all we've got there is Gemini and Aries. A little bit of Pisces. So Doris and Martin and Philip and Tony. 14. So Sagittarius, we have in the midheaven and Lilith. Pisces is still in your true node and your ascendant, and Saturn Aries is in Neptune. There we go. And in Chiron, which is healing, and in Ceres. And Gemini is in the IC and the moon. So Pisces is in the first house, where Aries usually is. Aries is in the second house, where Taurus usually is. Gemini is in the fourth house. Well done, Spirit. And Sagittarius is in the 10th house. So they're talking about this Gemini in the fourth house issue with the Gemini moon. So let's see what this is about then, because that's specific. Now, you don't often see them get that specific. So the fourth house we know is about home and family life. It's about the stomach and the breasts, the home, the ancestral line, the colour red, your parents, your childhood, inherited patterns, family environment, upbringing in the womb. The home is the base from which you venture out into the world. The home is where we feel most secure, like the IC, which is Gemini. Well done, Spirit. It doesn't necessarily mean that this house is a gentle, easy environment. Some people are at home in a battlefield. Internalized sense of home and security will depend on the initial childhood experience. So it would be possibly mental illness. But we have got Cancer, so it points to a nurturing home, but one that may well have included a possessive mother. This early experience of home is sought out and replicated in adult life. It's about your psyche. The moon indicates nurturing parents who understand the child's feeling. So, the moon in Cancer. Your basic needs, the mother. So mum and dad mentioned in this. So George could be important as well. Emotionally responsive, very empathic, caring but moody and possessive. Vulnerable and strongly maternal or paternal, the moon in Cancer has a deep need for security and refuses to let go. So it's somebody here refusing to let go, and we must. It's time. Wow. And as those who are watching might know, my mum, her birthday is the 28th. So this is especially relevant for me, but it doesn't mean it's not a message for you. There is a lot of lies, deceit and theft around this. And we have to learn a hard lesson through it. But we needed to see those masks come off and see who these people actually are. Yeah, the family tree, number 10. 10 is the Wheel of Fortune in the Tarot. So fate had a hand in this. Number 10. Daniel and Oscar, I believe. Maybe Richard. This symbolises the strength of being grounded by showing us how to put down roots. So you put down your own roots, which creates a strong platform, because this wasn't a strong platform for anything to grow well. Trees teach us how to grow in a sustainable manner, slow and steady. They never rush anything. So act in haste, repent at leisure. And if they come across obstacles, they simply work around them slowly and overcome them. So you will overcome this. So calling on the tree spirits to help you learn to slow down, to grow your business sustainably, or do things in a sustainable manner. Then it won't burn you out. Call on them when you feel vulnerable or overwhelmed and ask for their strength, healing and guidance. They never let you down. When was the last time you sat under a tree? When was the last time you tried to connect to a tree? Maybe never. How do we connect? Simply be in their presence. Ask for their help, their guidance, and find imagery to connect to them. So have your eyes closed and take notice of images that come to you, because spirit are talking to you. So anything that pops in your head, write it down. Sometimes it can be a whole story, like a daydream. There we are, daydreamers. By drawing this card, the trees are reaching out to you. Is there a tree you can sit under and be in the presence of? Can you go to a botanical garden or somewhere quiet with the trees and really be present with them? Whatever they are trying to tell you right now, they always work from a place of calm and quiet. They move slowly and steadily. So this itself may be the answer you seek. The trees, like the legendary wild tree of many different civilizations, keep the worlds bound together. If they were cut down, so if we cut that apple tree down, we have nothing else there, no stability. The links would be severed. The veils are thinning due to the amount of logging, so it's important that we look after the trees in any way possible. Pay special attention to any around your home. The Celtic tree calendar is a place to start. This was life-changing for me. So they're telling us we need an Ogham card. Honeysuckle. That's very strange. Because I know that's not in the book. But it's about manifestation of will. So there it is. Somebody is manifesting their will. Thy will be done. There it is. So it's not in the book. So we'll pick another one. Witch hazel. Cleansing and purification. I know that's not in the book either, I don't think. Hazel is, but not witch hazel. So I'm going to leave it at that because I just wanted us to pick it out. So cleanse yourself, your body, your mind, and manifest a different outcome. Think positively about what you want in this life. Well done, Spirit. There is the change. The goddess of change and rituals. Everything changes in life. There's nothing more certain than that. So, a change is coming. It's called Changing Woman, but it's not just for women, it's for men as well. It's for all of us. So, Native American, Changing Woman. Changing Woman comes from the Apache and the Navajo Native American cultures, and you may have some of this in your family tree. Initiation, the coming of wisdom and strength, a celebration, beneficial rites and rituals, important journeys may be undertaken. There's delays in that for some reason, but there is your success. And the Nine of Pentacles also there. Joy this card means you're about to be or already in an initiative stage in your life. This stage may be a physical passing, there it is, from one stage of your life to another, from girlhood to womanhood to motherhood, from boyhood to fatherhood to manhood to fatherhood, or going through a midlife crisis. Or it may be psychic, coming into your own strength or power as a person. This can happen at any stage in your life. Initiation denotes change and ceremony. It's a way of gracefully marking change and attracting the blessings of Changing Woman. Human beings prefer what they know to the unknown, and that's what we fear. Even when you know change is desirable and inevitable, you can still feel fear. Changing Woman holds your hand through this period of change and infuses you with her ancient strength. So, Mum and Dad holding your hand, along with Changing Woman, into the new phase of your life. And it's coming, but they're not quite yet. You are learning who is there for you and who isn't. And I always use lockdown as my meter, if you like, because the ones that stayed around during lockdown are the ones that you know you can rely on. The weasel. There is a weasel here. There is a liar, a thief, a weasel. Number 9. The weasel can be warriors or spies. Spies, moving quickly and often alone, acting in haste and repenting at leisure. They make observations from afar and adjust their plans accordingly. Remember that solitary creatures are nothing to fear, and an introverted nature is nothing to feel ashamed of. Knowing yourself and being comfortable alone is desirable skill, especially right now. So be comfortable with your own company. Just because you feel abandoned doesn't mean you're alone. Like the weasel, the pine tree works to be self-sufficient. One of the fastest growing evergreens, its prickly needles are waxy coating that help them retain water. You may be overcome by loneliness. Think of the weasel's joy in solitude. Practice caring for yourself when alone, filling your own cup. Meditate on the waxen needles of the pine tree and ask yourself what protection you may need to remain green and healthy all year round. When do you like to be alone, and how can you better understand and respect yourself? So this is about self-respect, self-esteem. Put yourself on a priority list. Don't let people walk all over you. Absolutely fantastic, clear message from Spirit. Right down to the astrology. They know what they're doing, so listen to them, please. Thanks for listening. Speak soon.